How is it going, guys? We are back with a Raw review. Sorry there was no Raw review last week. I was in California doing Disneyland type stuff. Got back over the weekend. We're live and ready for Raw. So let's get right to it. Show starts off with Hulk Hogan brother coming out, and he has a big announcement. He announces the Andre the Giant 30-man over the top rope battle royal. That's hard to say. And they get a trophy. It's honoring Andre the Giant, and you get a big trophy at the end. Still not sure how I feel about this. Ask me in a few weeks, or maybe ask me after WrestleMania, because it was unexpected. I don't know, like, what. It's just kind of weird to me. It's not that I don't like it. I just don't know quite how to feel about it yet. So check back with me later. And this brings out John Cena, and let me tell you, just seeing Hulk Hogan and John Cena in the same ring was kind of trippy for me. But Cena comes out, he's like, hey, I want to throw my name in there, but then all of a sudden the Wyatts come out. Bray Wyatt starts talking, and Cena goes at Bray Wyatt. It was actually a good exchange, Cena's part. It was good stuff. So then, Cena's like, you know what, I can't. I gotta take my name out of the Battle Royal. I got other business to deal with. Open challenge to Bray Wyatt. And the Wyatts make it seem like they're gonna attack Cena and Hogan, but they end up don't. They end up not doing so, which led into the first match: John Cena versus Eric Rowan. Not a bad match, but it wasn't any. It's not anything special. John Cena ends up winning by a roll up, and then the Wyatts make another false move into the ring, and then Hogan and Cena celebrate. Cena's hitting all the things, with Hogan. I laughed. It was funny to see. I don't know. And then we got Ryback versus the Usos, my boys. The New Age Outlaws were at ringside, talking about how they were under the weather, and that's why they didn't have their rematch and why they lost in the first place. So look forward to that rematch later. Usos end up winning with the splash in a pretty good match. Long live the Usos, my boys. Speaking of my boys, Kane backstage with my boys, The Shield, and they're talking about the loss against the Wyatts and how they've lost twice now. And Kane's like, but the cracks in the Shield started when you two lost the tag titles a long time ago. So Rollins and Roman Reigns were going to get the chance to face the Rhodes brothers to make up for it. And then they go after, making fun of Kane, exorcising demons, and they're just like getting up in Kane's grill, making fun of him for losing to Bryan all those times. So it was, it's a solid segment. I don't know what else we're looking for there. And then we got Big E versus Jack Swagger. Before the match, because they're playing out the thing where last week, I think it was last week, where they interrupted each other's matches versus Big E, and he's telling him, hey, I got this. Don't worry about me. I got this on my own. And he ends up getting rolled up. So he's, of course, pissed. Cesaro's making fun of him. Cesaro's laughing. I thought that was funny. And then Zeb Coulter loses his mind and makes them shake hands after, and Cesaro's just, gripping so hard. He's like, let go. So every week they keep building this up a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, to where it finally blows up at some point. So I'll just see that. I'm excited. Cesaro's my boy. Cesaro's another one of my boys, so we'll have to see where this goes. I like the way they're building it so far, though. And then we get The Undertaker coming out, and before he comes all the way out, before he can even say a word, Paul Heyman comes out, and he's like, listen, these people, he's like, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I don't want you to face Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania because the streak is such a big deal to everybody, and you're such an idol, and you're an idol to me, and I don't want you to lose the one thing that, makes you this immortal figure. And he goes on about references about how Stone Cold only had a 4-win streak, 4 wins in a row at WrestleMania. Triple H had 3 or whatever it was. He said Hogan only had 3 or 4, and he just, kind of put it in perspective, like, okay, yeah, that's crazy when you think about it. And then basically all Undertaker did, of course, it's the Undertaker, he's not gonna back down from this. He just basically says that Brock Lesnar will rest in peace. And then Paul Heyman looks scared out of his mind. Always good to see the Undertaker. Never will I ever complain about an Undertaker segment unless he goes back to Biker Taker. You've seen my old reviews, you know. Then we get the Rhodes Brothers versus the Shield. These are 4 dudes that know what they're doing. At the first, the Shield is getting their ass whooped. I'm like, what is going on? The Shield are like a bunch of idiots here. After the commercial, they regroup, get back on top. The guys get outside the ring. Seth Rollins ends up going crazy at the end. Hits a curb stomp for the win. Good stuff in this match. Shield picks up the win over the Rhodes brothers. So looking to see where the Shield goes, like I said, from here. And then we got the Bellas, who, my God, saw Nikki Bella up close from front row the other night. I touched Nikki Bella. I was all up in that. Woo! Let me tell you what. That was a good day for me. They were taking on AJ and Tamina. Chase Oliver 68, you guys. He's going to be a happy camper about this. I haven't watched his review yet, but I'm sure he mentions it. He's been calling Nikki Bella, will become Divas champ at WrestleMania, so this didn't do anything to hurt his claim. And I love me some Nikki Bella. Woo. And then we got Daniel Bryan coming out because the Authority earlier in the night. I didn't cover that, but they came out and said that they wouldn't fire him, but he would have to come out and apologize. So Daniel Bryan comes out and he gets in the ring. He's like, "I'm not leaving this ring until I get my match I want with Triple H." But unlike people that have said this all before, I'm actually gonna make this happen. So he calls all these people in the ring, and before it goes to commercial, there's like maybe 8 people in the ring. I'm like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. What are we doing? And then it comes back from commercial, and he's got that shit packed all the way in the ring, filled in the ring, people outside. And Triple H comes out and is like, "Oh, you guys, it was cute of you. You got your 30 seconds, but you got to leave my ring." And they will not leave the ring. Finally, Triple H's like, "We're keeping the show going on." Damian Sandow's music hits. He comes out, looks at the ring like, "What do you want me to do?" He leaves. Then Triple H and Steph come out. Steph starts yelling. She goes Stephanie mode, just freaking out. And then Triple H gets mad. And Triple H finally agrees. He's like, "You got it. You got what you want." And then Daniel Bryan, so he gets his match against Triple H. And then Daniel Bryan goes a step further and says, "That's not all I want. How about this? Since you're always into screwing me out of stuff, if I beat you at WrestleMania, I get inserted into the title match and it makes it a triple threat with Randy Orton and Batista." Triple H finally agrees to that as well. All the people in the crowd and all the people in the ring are going crazy. The internet finally got what they want, so congratulations to you guys. I don't give a shit, but hey, it's okay. You guys, a lot of people don't give a shit about stuff that I do give a shit about, so it's to each their own, you know what I'm saying? But I will give it credit. This was a pretty cool segment. I like the idea behind all this. Is it going to make me cheer for Daniel Bryan against Triple H? Hell no. Triple H is still my boy. If he wins, is it going to make me cheer for Daniel Bryan over Batista or Randy Orton? Hell no. But I like that he's in there now because I like Batista, I like Randy Orton, but I just didn't care so much about the match, even though I like both guys individually, especially now that Batista's kind of back to dick heel Batista. So I like that. Hopefully Daniel Bryan gets added. It'll get a good mix to it, and then I can cheer for anybody but Daniel Bryan. So it'll be okay for me. So this segment was good stuff for me too. And then we got Sheamus versus Christian in a Memphis street fight because, well, why not? And back on Team Sheamus because house show. The journey continues. Sheamus being a real nice guy. Screen just got messed up, but you know what it is. Sheamus beats Christian again in a Memphis street fight. Hits a bro kick through the drums. So that was pretty cool. And then we got the main event of the night: Daniel Bryan and the Big Show versus Batista and Randy Orton. We're not going to talk about this much because Daniel Bryan pinned Randy Orton, and that's not okay. It was a good match though, and I enjoyed it till the end because, god damn it, that stops at WrestleMania. That shit doesn't happen. You are not going to beat all of Evolution in one night, by God. But yeah, so let me know what you guys thought of the show. I'm sure a lot of people are really going to like parts of the show. A lot of it was kind of a drag, but a lot of it was really good too. So let me know what you thought below, and I will talk to y'all later.